Tribe, welcome back. It's me again, Mr. Hall, artist, healer, founder, author, literal death survivor, conscious systems architect. Many different labels. Reality is still catching up to define specifically what I am as I am because we are, right? And I share these messages to give you confirmation as you are your own best guide. So subconsciously, intuitive hits may have been coming to you or brought you to this channel through many of the different pathways and platforms. Click the link in the bio above to check out all of my products and services, okay? Spiritual release. So as soon as I begin the video, I begin to channel, okay? And that burp being a spiritual burp, you all are familiar with it by now if you're a part of the tribe, or getting familiar, you've done some research. So things that I picked up earlier today were, I mentioned them somewhere, let's go back to it. Psychoanalytics may be significant, so definitely a lot of neural communications, something about brands, okay? And being in the spotlight, right? So you may be taking a second to give yourself and putting something within the spotlight, okay? Paying attention a bit to the astronomical. So something may be astronomical happening within your reality and consciousness. You may be tapping into this mystical shaman oracle, okay? Mystic shaman oracle nature, right? Being the shaman and the oracle simultaneously, separating from duality, all right? And we have the heart of the sky, right? And hopefully this clears for you. Let's see. There you go. So you can see the imagery on this card. We have 24 breaking down into a 6. Okay. So some type of balance being brought back to you. Okay. Some stabilizing. So I'm picking up trailblazing, okay? Stargazing as well. You may be incorporating some of those spiritual practices into your existence, okay? Here we practice omnism and animism. All right, so everyone is included. No good or evils or bads, or it's all a part of what is, right? As existence in itself is sacred. And, okay. Only thing is you let the energy flow, okay? So things that I'm picking up with this heart of sky energy, okay? So really getting some form of communication through colors, objects, senses, okay? So your senses may be giving you tingling, you may be having experiences around your divine feminine nature within you, okay? The receptive energies within you, picking up on this terminology as well. We said it was a study done. Psychoacoustic alignment. So you may also be hearing things, okay? So your clairaudience being activated, all right? And clairaudience as well, I'm picking up as a channeling through the voice, the throat chakra, an expression of being, okay? I'm picking this up as well. And this heart of sky, right? Take a closer look at that. It's very significant. So I'm picking up this electromagnetic shift between what you're understanding, all right? So the example that I will give you is, let's say you're reading a word, all right? And then that word will appear on a physical device like your phone, your computer, or something like that in a very synchronistic moment. And you're seeing repeating patterns of this, right? Showing you how interconnected and interwoven we are to the greater oneness that connects us all. So a lot about taking flight. So you may really be in your head right now and or having a lot of intellectual thoughts and or upgrades and processing, all right? I'm also picking up the energy of software on your physical device or however you're even watching this, right? So a lot of subconscious breakthroughs happening collectively. This can be within yourself, getting in touch with your higher self, getting in touch with multidimensional layers and aspects of yourself. And as you're going through this, you're going through a final purging, right? Because we do have Saturn in retrograde, I believe. Someone in the comments can confirm for me. Saturn in Pisces energy is what I'm picking up. So you may have a strong Pisces placement, okay, but something around the heart, something emotional for you taking flight with the eagle here. This can be representing some type of secret societies that are not so secret anymore, cults, gangs, mafias, and cartels, but with this symbolism of the eagle, right? So possibly within the Western world, but the eagle representing the predator, right? So it's taking a stance and being a strong symbol for what is driving your heart forward, okay? And then we also have the number 16 here, confirmation, as well as 816 is on the phone, all right? Okay, so some type of statement that you're making by being your authentic and true self and being able to express, okay? Eagle, okay, so the band, something significant about music as well, but really taking flight in a charge, taking flight in charge, being the heart of the sky. So getting to the heart of a matter, okay, breaking down any type of barriers between you, communication. And if we look here, it is representing the moon. So something subconscious coming within sight, right? You may have been attempting to look away or disregard something that has been subconsciously numbing or so numbing may be significant as well. Some numb feelings, emotions, something that you became numb to in relation to your emotions, taking flight now and putting you in this spotlight energy. And the number 16 being here, breaking down into a 7. So something spiritually aligned for you about taking flight. I'm picking up the time is now. Okay, I'm picking up the time is now. Something about you taking flight spiritually. Okay, and wild woman, yeah, so back to this. So I'm picking up pharaoh energy or something about a okay, something about a pharaoh woman having your back or feminine energy. Okay, so you may be I'm picking up Shiva, I'm picking up Indian gods and goddesses. Okay, this may be significant for you, but something about nature, 6, 7, 8, some type of nature abundance, you being abundant naturally, right? Your energy and expressions of your divine femininity and or you following your dreams, okay? Irregardless of gender, as tarot and oracle don't have a gender relation. Duality is strictly for this space. Okay, other things that I was picking up, depending on where you are in the collective, if I've already lost you, go ahead and do some research and you can get more clarity and understanding and or book a session with me. Very selective on the sessions, but either way, you've done some type of cleansing, accepting the illusions that have dissipated or are dissipated, emaciated, okay? So something about you really re-nourishing your heart, okay? Taking your energy back, calling your energy back, doing a cleanse spiritually, however, and whatever methodology you would use to do this, you know, take a food break, take a content or social media break, take a break from overthinking, allowing yourself to be, flow, and be present. Okay, so flowing and being present is of high significance, but something about the wild woman eagles, okay, and heart of the sky, okay? So you have the heart of an eagle, I'm picking up, all right? And then I'm picking up woman, okay, as the womb. So possibly birthing something into nature, into existence, into creation as well. So you can literally be giving birth and or you can be birthing a new project, working on some type of creative endeavor, getting in touch with nature to incorporate. I'm picking up organic and I'm also picking up intuitive, right? So if we look at the context of technology, companies, corporations, if you're in a corporate setting and you're working on some form of project, you're incorporating intuitive strategies to have success within this business endeavor. So that shifted towards business for a second, all right? And this can be on a macro and micro scale, and we might be seeing this globally taking place, where this integration between artificial intelligence and or algorithmic intelligence, okay, messages. So this blending of the human consciousness and the human perspective of being and the human intelligence not being overrun by artificial intelligence or algorithmic intelligence, but being able to work in unison, right? This divine masculine and divine feminine energy. And as we practice animism, the energy within technology is becoming more clear to you when I did mention that synchronicity between seeing something on your phone or reading something and then that showing up somewhere in your reality, okay? This interconnectedness between the algorithm of aether. So this energy of aether, the air, the energy, and frequency being risen into this wild woman energy. So very unapologetic energy, just taking a stand. I'm picking up, and this is allowing you to honor your way of being. It's honoring what really is going to be aligning with you in your life path. And this is possibly taking place globally on a macro scale and on a micro scale in your own life, where you are recognizing through these lifted illusions of vampirism, narcissism, the dark triad, psychopathy, sociopathy, right? That has existed, and the entities or energies that are existing in energy, frequency, vibration terms around the world, right? And what's been going on with human trafficking, right? Some of the darker, denser energies where some individuals' souls, consciousnesses have been sucked into and unable to remove themselves from, right? But with you stepping into this heart of an eagle energy, you have been doing more cleansing. Okay, so I'm picking up cleansing from all of this, really integrating this new knowledge and moving forward on that path, having a backup plan for the backup plan for the backup plan, right? And also remaining aligned, because we co-create our reality, right? And through manifestation, I'm picking up Dr. Joe Dispenza. Okay, I'm also picking up holistic and natural remedies, because I was initially called to the shaman oracle deck. And I'll circle back. Originally, when I mentioned too many messages very briefly, there was something that's catching your eye. Okay, I'm picking up white blood cells may be significant, something about your white blood cells. Okay, so there may have been a lower vibrational earth sign in a feminine energy that was attempting to throw your universe off. Okay, this can be your own aspects of a lower earth sign energy and or an external energy to you. So something attempting to throw off your grounding on reality or consciousness, all right? And the Lord of Valor in reverse, right? Making something heavy for you, putting a lot of pressure onto you and into your perspective, as we have here. And circling back, this is the Hermetic Tarot deck. All right, so that may be very significant. There's symbolism on the card, may be relating. I'm picking up the Golden Dawn as well. I'm also picking up hacking. I'm also picking up nervous system hacking, nervous system hijacking as well. So something that was attempting to hijack your mind. I'm picking up dark psychology. Okay, just something that was interfering with you psychically. Okay, but it seems that you've cleansed this energy out completely, and let's say you've taken dominion over some type of negative entity or negative polarity, right? And taking upon this neutral stance of existence and being in completion. Okay, yeah, 10 of Wands, Lord of Oppression. So there was some form of oppression that was happening or going on collectively or within your consciousness. Bear with me, try to make clean up stuff. All right, let's see. There we go. So yeah, wiping your face off and or some type of cleaning taking place, a pure returning to purity, okay, in its authentic form and authenticity, with a childlike wonder to the world, okay, and or to reality. So getting out of this dense and heavy limited space, and yeah, stepping into the Chariot energy, moving forward, right, taking action in an emotionally balanced way with this Cancer energy here. So something happening psychically as well. I'm picking up a lot of subconscious energy, and I'm picking up a lot of psychic, intuitive energy. So you're just being nudged and guided on what to do and where to go and how to move, even if linear, limited logic or rationale is not specifically lining up with this yet, okay? You're understanding how you moving forward is an action step, okay? Even thinking forward, okay? I'm picking up failing forward, however, and whatever methodology you need to use, right? And I did mention dominion, right? With the Two of Wands, where you are taking control, putting your hands on the fire, taking the reins, okay? And grabbing life by the balls, right? So Lord of Dominion, right? Being in charge of your own reality and creation. I'm picking up a lot so we have fire, earth, and water so far, okay? And I'm picking up the masculine energy, so it's tapping into your divine masculine energy, taking charge of your reality, your consciousness, your life in all aspects, right? And you had something that was attempting to take this or oppress you in some form of way, that was wanting you to stay in this, oppressed energy. Yeah, 10 of Swords, wanting you to feel that you're unable to eat your cake and enjoy it too, that you're unable to move forward, that you're stuck in a perpetual cycle of healing instead of simply being healed, right? And allowing yourself to enjoy that process. Even if success that you have reached and attained, as you have the Wheel of Fortune, so your energy is this Wheel of Fortune, the Lord of forces of life, right? Life is supporting you. Reality is supporting you, right? The heart of the sky is supporting you. Moving forward into whatever you are choosing to define as success, which may look a bit different than anything that you originally saw or pictured for yourself, right? So at one point, when a human is maybe 10 or 5, success would be being a doctor. And when you step into the doctoral field, that may not be the energy that you want anymore, right? For yourself, even if everyone in your family by blood and or familial generational patterns follow this distinct and specific path, I'm picking up that may not be for you, and you're honoring that and accepting that your form of success is what success is for you. Your form of peace is what peace is for you, right? You are your own best guide, and you are tapping into that energy of being your best guide, right? So I'm picking up self-love completely for yourself, loving yourself first, being in a monogamous relationship with yourself first, right? And if you can trust you, then you can possibly love another, right? As there are many different layers and contexts to this, because you can be in connection with others, all right? And also I can be referencing for you an external source that is having these expectations of what you should be, how you should do it, right? The should be's, the how to be's, the expectations of what has been, right? And bringing into consciousness new ways and dimensional pathways of being, right? I'm picking up your fish in a bowl, and now the bowl has dumped out into the ocean, and there are its own risks and all of these different things in that aspect, and now you are free to swim, right? You have the water, you can now embrace the ocean, and who knows, you might run into friends, all right? I'll put it that way. But really stepping into your own, no matter where you are in age, but stepping into your own as far as consciousness, right? Separating away from these stages of life and these patterns that we have been so accustomed to and indoctrinated into identifying as normal or standard, all right? Again, I'm also picking up this mask off energy, so similar to the Future song. So something about you leaving notes from the future for yourself, okay? As we're no longer looking specifically at in tarot and in consciousness, the time is not as linear as it would be as measuring for a fiscal quarter, okay? So this language may be significant. Fiscal quarters, corporate, IT, information technology, healthcare, right? These terms we're seeing adapt and integrate to upgrade the original foundational pillars of society globally. And in alignment with you, right? These foundational pillars of yourself, your own identity, your ego, not being discarded, but being integrated. Okay, so integrating the conscious and subconscious, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, as above, so below, right? So many different occult practices and or esoteric knowledges. We'll discuss this from shamanism to Zionism, right? From Christianity to Taoism, right? So all of these different perspectives communicating the same thing effectively, and you stepping outside of that a bit and incorporating your own way of language with the reality, with the universe, with what makes you sacred. Okay, so really embracing that with this Queen of Wands energy, Queen of the Throne of Flame. So you possibly in this very fiery energy, feeling very passionate, okay? Really holding this bulldozing, okay? So something about a steel ball, okay? So I'm picking up a tongue ring as well that may be significant for you, or some type of piercing. So piercing through the bullshit, taking action passionately, right? Okay? I'm picking up the terminology. What insanity to attempt to pathologize passion, right? So you're allowing your passion to be, you're allowing yourself to exist. And this may have been something that you struggled breaking through for some reason, okay? That may have been a negative earth sign, some type of earth magic, root work being done. I'm picking up voodoo hoodoo, right? Along those lines, okay? Yeah, the Emperor reverse, the son of the morning. Okay, so I'm picking up morning star, so some type of dark Luciferian energy, but dense in a negative context, attempting to some Satyrian energy, attempting to keep you binded in some type of karmic loop or cycle. But you've out-tricked Satan. Okay, you've out-tricked the illusion beyond the illusion of God the devil, right? So go, God and the devil in the relation to you're going to live, right? You're going to allow yourself to enjoy your life in reality, okay? So an Aries possibly as well in the reverse position may be significant. That may have been casting some type of illusion magic over you. Yeah, with the universe reverse, trying to have you feel that your world was upside down. So just because, what I'm picking up is just because something externally to you is possibly a bit chaotic. Okay. So a rebalancing to the foundations of how you define reality and what success means to you. And this is happening on a global scale where we're seeing individuals that a 9-to-5 structure and system may have worked previously, but doesn't work for everyone. And now being at a point and a place where you're able to construct beyond those limitations or perceive the limitations that you are setting upon yourself through the expectations of others. Okay, really answering to your higher calling, your truth. This is the Seven of Swords, okay? And it fell to the ground this way, okay? So horizontally. So yeah, something that wanted to keep you stuck. Stuck and attached to some betrayal that happened in the past, or perceiving or being stuck in the mindset of this won't work, that's not going to be successful, and perpetuating that energy and cycle over you for their own malicious reasons or intents. I'm picking up intense energy harvesting, but someone or groups or perspectives, okay, or entities, okay, doing this over you so that you will not step into your power, step into the spotlight, own the spotlight, take your place in being within society, within existence, right? Not owning your power. Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands. So we had the Princess of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Was it the Princess of Wands we saw originally? I believe so. If not, anyway, so Sagittarius energy as well as Scorpionic energy. All right, so some type of passion happening, right? You essentially you appearing to yourself, right? Looking in the mirror and seeing yourself for what you are and who you are, and having the right image of you in relation to all that you are as far as a soul, a spirit, energetically, right? All the beautiful assets and gifts that you bring to awareness, consciousness, the way you speak life into yourself and others, the way that you heal, the way that you are able to lead, the way that you are able to inspire, right? All of these positive facets of yourself that were attempting to be dimmed and feeling small and boxed in are being desecrated, right? So almost wanting you to shit on yourself, right? And that may be happening as that energy has returned, right? Picking up energies that were attempting to be oppressive, control, instill fear, these lower vibrational densities that can be sometimes motivating and be a breakthrough forward, attempting to keep you stuck in that perspective. Okay, stuck in all capacities, interdimensionally, emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, right? Just all these different roadblocks. But as it's in the past, right? And this may have been something that happened in the past life. There may have been some advantages that were gained through these groups in a past life. So similar situation, a repeated cycle of this, and you've separated from it. You've just separated from it. Right now, you're in this Knight of Wands energy, taking the lead, taking charge, being passionate, this lightning bolt aha moment of expression and being and pleasure and excitement and zeal for life, okay? Yeah, Nine of Swords. Okay, so there could be a Gemini, okay? So the end of this duplicitous nature, the end of duplicity, the end of allowing yourself to believe you don't see what you see, you don't know what you know, right? With the Heart of the Sky here, with her looking away from the subconscious, what's hidden, you being able to pierce through those veils of what is hidden, right? Nothing's keeping you stuck in place anymore, right? We have the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords, okay? And Aquarius energy may be significant as well. So these may have been something attempting to keep your genius at bay, right? Your own specific genius and whatever you would define that as. Something attempting to keep that away from you, okay? Keep you out of this, the end of your movement forward, the end of you taking this chariot and embracing this chariot energy that is waiting for you, right? That was waiting for you, and now you're on it and you are able to enjoy it, and you deserve that, and you're letting yourself know that. Not me saying it, you're letting yourself know that. You're not validating and giving a reason to why you deserve it. It's just an inner knowing. So I'm picking up clairsentience, claircognizance, right? Some message has come to you, because we did pick up on that Psychoacoustic. I believe this came from Carl Jung. Okay, so something about philosophy as well, theology as well. Okay, but you're really stepping into this power of having a thicker skin, being able to handle the abrasive nature of entering a war zone, right? All is fair in love and war. So something about love, something about fighting for what you love, something about fighting for your passions. This may not even have to be physical. This can be energetically, right? Something attempting to keep a fog, a smog, a brain fog around you. Also, something about vaccines and viruses, right? Some type of parasitic entity or energy was just attempting to attach and keep you in that space. So this can be or could have been succubus or succubi energy, depending on how you understand that. All right, and also this mask off energy, the illusions have cleared, right? Destiny swapping, body swapping, ritual sacrifice, okay, human sacrifice, organ trafficking, all of these darker, dense areas of perspective. But you've realized that I'm picking up, you've eaten the fear, you've eaten death. Okay, I'm picking up eating the tarot card, okay, or eating the card and gaining its power. Okay, some new form of modality of creation. Yeah, Seven of Wands reverse, Lord of Valor. So not seeking, so you being in your north node, not seeking to stay stuck in the south node and not keeping them separate, but using attributes from all aspects of your birth chart. If you're unfamiliar with the birth chart, you can check it out online, do some research, and or click the link in the bio, and I'll guide you through that on how I would perceive and interpret the birth chart outside of the traditional sense. But either way, so you really stepping into your north node, you owning your north node, nothing keeping you away from this moment of valor, no matter what, how light, how dark, how different, how strange, how eccentric, eclectic that is for you, right? Because it's all being remembered. So something about you really being divinely guided to step into whatever field, passion, perspective, way of being that you are choosing to, and it working for you. And this may be triggering to outside energies that are, you know, why you, why not me, right? I could have done that too, then do it, right? That's the energy that I'm picking up. Yeah, Knight of Swords. So swift communication about this as well. So in the near future, be expecting some type of bold communication. You can be making some bold communication. You really tapping into this energy of the Empress. Yeah, Princess of Pentacles and the Empress. You about to be, look, you having all the coins. 10 of coins, I believe this is. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Actually 12. So something about new beginnings being balanced, okay? In order, having this Empress energy, irregardless of, yeah, like a rising phoenix, rising from the ashes, okay? So strong scorpionic energy. And then the Princess of the Echoing Hills, right? With the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, so a knight and a princess go together. So really balancing this new stage, this higher evolution of yourself in consciousness, okay? Being able to see yourself fully in both of these energies. A great communicator, good with money, right? Good with practicality, pragmatism, okay? Really being in balance, especially reaching the Empress. You are this Empress energy. I did want to say the star, so that may be significant as well. So Aquarius representing itself again, but something about 3 as well. So spiritual, divinely, you are the Empress. So let's say what I'm picking up is in divine higher consciousness of energies and frequencies, you're held in high esteem through interdimensional means. So let's say the Galactic Federation and or outside of the standard everyday modality of existence in, you know, getting this stuff done. I'm speaking outside of human nature, outside of everything logically understood as we perceive it thus far in humanity and creation. You are able to tap into your Empress energy, which is a part of your birthright, which is a part of your divinity, which is a part of your being sacred, right? 7 of Cups, yeah. Lord of illusionary success, right? So you're really picking a path that is going to be for you, right? Your cup is overflowing, and you have in your hand here, as we see here, okay, the backstage steps to take, which path you want to go on, right? So that may be significant. You may have been going to a show, you may be offered or invited backstage into specific groups or perspectives, okay? It's up to you to do that. Many different layers. If you want some clear guidance on stepping into different societies and groups and or things like that. Yeah, justice. This is your justice. This is your divine justice. Retribution. I'm picking up rising from the ashes. Not entering any win or lose games, but what is divinely just and right for you, and you've granted yourself access to this. So good job. If anybody didn't tell you, good job. I mean, it's, you know, you're telling yourself that. You didn't need me to tell you that, but right? Yeah, Lord of loss of pleasure. Something just wanted you to have this deep, heavy, just just energy with the, okay. Bear with me. There's significance there with the itchy back. Man. The energy just felt so void of being, right? I'm picking up apathetic, right? What's the point? Energy. Why exist? Energy. Being stuck and stalled. And this could have been in relation and attempts to keep the mask hidden, because in you living and expressing your truth, you're going to trigger those that are not living authentically, and that's not your problem to be dealing with, essentially, respectfully, right? That's not something that you need to be focused on or worried about. Your purpose is your purpose, and you have multiple purposes, and you choosing how you want to implement those purposes and strategies of being in existence are up to you, because it's your life, your existence, your reality, and you have claims and rights to existing and being in your reality. Something may have been attempting to take that from you with this destiny swap energy, or keep the mask on, or keep the illusion going as it specifically benefited them. I'm picking up feeding breadcrumbs and having you think that you're winning, right? So this illusionary success, no, right? So okay, and I'm picking up the devil in playing his games, or the entity playing its games, right? In the sense of, here, I'm going to offer you all of this, you know, it's sweet candy, but then you get cavities and all of these things. So that perspective as well, but also being the light bringer, being able to raise those illusions. You've already seen past the illusion. There's no temptation. There's no, right? There's nothing keeping you in an illusionary concept and idea of success. You are truly stepping into balance divinely, okay? With the high priestess. Yeah, so this may have been a high priestess reverse, okay? Attempting to do this. Someone attempting to steal that star energy, right? The priestess of the silver star. Yeah, so I'm picking up some energy attempting to just keep justice at bay, right? I'm picking up halting justice, halting this balancing of the yin and the yang, the divine feminine and masculine energies. I'm also picking up Asian magic. I'm also picking up Eastern cultural magic, Jin, okay, with yin and Jin. Okay, those may be significant names as well, Y-I-N, so young nigga, Y-N, respectfully. But something about that where there were younger energies being utilized to work against you in some form of spiritual warfare or attack, and there were illusions cast around you, your identity, your being, your true nature, but you're stepping into this Lord of perfected work, Four of Wands. Look at that. All of the entities, light, dark, in between, interdimensional, are tapping and communicating with you and being able to have you modulate yourself or upgrade and or assimilate and or transmute or digest any type of energies that are coming to you that may have been attempting to throw you off of that. Yeah. So it may have been a couple. It may have been this high priest reverse and this magician reverse energy, right? The magician and the high priest. Okay, so there may have been a couple, and or regardless of that, you have taken this energy on now, and you have both with this Mercury energy being able to communicate effectively and work with alchemical and symbols. And we have Hermes here as well, right? So you being the magus, the magician, right? The high priestess and the magician energy, you're able to tap into this now, and you're honoring it, right? All of the parts of you, all of it is sacred, and you may be implementing this understanding in whatever form of being and way of healing or expression of yourself, your soul, your higher dimensional, lower dimensional aspects, all of them coming together to really shine a light. So I'm picking up the planet being dark and grim and heavy and dense and being in chaos in some form, and chaos does have its place, right? And being so out of balance. Okay, so you may be freeing others. Okay, this may be on a global scale. It's interesting how the reading has taken this turn. So you have the high priestess energy, the magician energy, you have the empress energy, the princess of pentacles energy, the knight of swords energy. Yeah. Now this also may have been a group, right, that was attempting to come for you, right? Let's say come for you, trying to do something to you. So attacking your mental, attacking your finances, attacking your healing energy, attacking your magician energy, using your own gifts against you, right? Having you stuck in this cycle of psychopathy, cycle of feeling ungrounded, cycle of the illusion you didn't see what you saw, the gaslighting. I'm picking up gaslighting, the illusions, gaslighting the flames to have you conquer yourself, okay? And because there may have been attempts to separate you from your destiny, and because that didn't work, the backfire is due. The energy is summoning for what was being practiced. If you work with occult magic here, and different things like that, you understand what I'm referencing, and that gets a little deeper. But anyway, victory and success is yours. I split the deck. This is now, so we're tapping into the Psychic Tarot deck, okay? So this is a confirmation that you have seen what you've seen. You have the victory, okay? Spiritually aligned, 6 and 7. So it's increasing. You went from victory and success into triumph, right? Victory and success was yours and is yours, and now you're in this triumphant energy, right? Despite any attempts to make you suffer in silence. And this has been coming up throughout the readings. Check the readings below, check the confirmations in the shorts. But you've assimilated. I'm picking up, yeah, so due to you stepping into this positive energy and getting away from this material and spiritual prosperity in reverse, right, with the 6 here, okay, so feeling that you were at a complete loss, feeling that you had lost everything, feeling that you can't regain, you can't rebuild, you can't re-express, redesign, redefine, right? That was the energy that was attempting to reign over you, some type of entity. Okay, higher self. I want to use the higher self oracle deck. Okay, so that seed. Okay, so some seed that you planted is going into fruition. It is growing magically, right? I'm picking up James and the Giant Beanstalk. Yeah, keeping you stuck in this energy of failure. This is what I needed to represent. I wanted to come to these cards to show you the imagery, just you being stuck in this perception of failure, not being successful, not having success, not deserving success, just being in this energy of lacking any courage, right? Yeah, having no perseverance, right? Just being stuck in a storm, an emotional turmoil, tumultuous storm, right? Where change felt brutal, change felt heavy, change felt impossible, right? This energy of impossible, keeping you stuck in this feeling of failure and energy of lack of change, stuck, okay, trapped. Oh man, heavy. But you're not alone. Look at that. And depending on how you're looking at this card, I'm picking up this cryptid or the alien species that would be represented by insects, okay? All right, so cryptid type species. So you may have broken or communicated with some type of energy that is now assisting you as well. And then if we look at it separately, you, again, with this society or group or organization, even possibly past lives of you, ancestors, interdimensional beings that have recognized your true light because you decided to act in courage, okay? Taking the correct, responsive steps or responding appropriately to yourself. You're honoring your own vibration, frequency, your own path. And if we look in each, so from one angle, we can look at this as an arachnid or some type of cryptid entity or really getting in tune with nature, but some type of greater force of nature supporting you. And then if we get close, we'll see that these are all hooded individuals. So something about, okay. Okay, so this could have been energies attempting to test you in something or attempting to initiate you into something, but this, you realize, may not have been your true happiness, right? Keeping you stuck outside of happiness, stuck outside of nature, right? Keeping you separated. So this is the nature card, okay? That imagery may be very significant for you. And it appeared upside down, right? Keeping you separated from your own nature, using your own nature against you, keeping your happiness, okay, what makes you happy, your own happiness, your own divine light, your heart chakra, your own willpower, okay, your sacral energy, keeping that at bay, keeping you unhappy with it, right? So let's say you like pleasure yourself, love it, right? And something, no, don't do that, right? This energy of keeping you away from what liberated you, the way that you even liberated yourself, okay? But you've stepped into your strength. Look at that. That may be significant. So listening to some type of Om or frequency music that is healing your vibration or your body on the cellular level as well, separating you out from a lot of these electromagnetic frequencies or any type of shadow governments that are attempting to harness your energy and feed off of it and learn your algorithm, right? Your soul consciousness and blueprint. Not allowed. So vision, right? You having the vision to see, right? Not using just your eyes, okay? You see you have the eyes here, but you holding in your hand the eye, the all-seeing eye, okay? Many different terminologies of this, okay? So I'm picking up Osiris, Iris, okay? Your ancestors giving you the visions that you need to see your strength, right? To see your triumph. Yes, look. So some emperor energy as well. You seeing yourself as an emperor in whatever right and capacity that is for you, bringing stability and stabilizing this authority that you have, okay? With this triumphant energy, with this victorious success energy, right? You having movements, choices, and decisions. You giving yourself these options to create and be. Look at that, right? On the Golden Bridge, I'm picking up a Golden Bridge, so Golden Gate Bridge may be significant, something happening around that. I'm picking up you having the choice in love, you having the choice in your finances, you having the choice in your growth and your nature, you having the choice in your thoughts and your visions, you being able to step into any direction that you choose. Despite any limiting beliefs, blockages, anything that comes up or anything that has came up, you've eaten it. I'm picking up very heavily on eating, okay? Something about eating, something about oral pleasure, okay? Something about you having a healing voice, you having authority through being and speaking and existing in whatever capacity that is. Even if you decide to have a company that doesn't need many words, right? If you're speaking through symbolism or codex or cryptography, right? If you're speaking in code, if you're understanding the languages of the universe and however and whichever, whatever, whyever way you choose to. Beautiful. Yes. Greatness. Beautiful greatness. Okay? So something about that, man. Just something about that. So something about the letter G as well. So I'm picking up on my sonic energy there. As, Okay, and who else do we want? So something about the Fae. The cryptids, the Fae, they've been attempting to reach out to you. I'm picking up Deva Realm again, and not specific on what that is for you, but okay. This time I picked up Archangel Michael by Doreen Virtue, this Oracle deck. Also something about an owl, a purple or pink owl. So you may have children or younger ones, and or okay, let me release, and some maybe something about a fish as well. Okay, purple. Okay, look, purple lines. Okay, positive thoughts create positive results. Yeah, so you change your line of thinking. Here's a prayer and affirmation that I'll empower through this reading. So, divine love and wisdom, I call upon you now. I know that my mind and emotions are eternally and continuously connected to you. I ask my higher self to be aware and conscious of the love and light that is within every person in every situation. Right, so understanding that there's evil in the world, very deep evil, right? And there's also very good in the world, and being able to work with modality and duality between those aspects and taking the complete path of neutrality until whichever aspect of you is needed for yourself to be in and within a part of reality, okay? Outside of society, in society, all right? So yeah, you holding these positive thoughts and vibrations. You may also be getting protection from some, I would suggest looking into what demon would be related to Michael if you're practicing demonology, if you're practicing Enochian magic as well. You can look into that, but you're being guided to know that hold the frequency, hold the vibration. Your positive thoughts are aligning you to the creation of what you are instantly wanting to manifest, okay? And you're being guided and protected. Okay, so these are both your energies. So in your feminine energy, your receptive energy, don't just absorb, okay? Don't absorb, observe, okay? And from that place, take action, okay? And yeah, you may be looking into energy healing work as well, right? That may be the subconscious message that you've been trying to take away from yourself, and then God is in charge. So depending on how you represent and look at God and the depictions of that and whatever higher power and source that you pray to and accept, those energies are in charge, right? And in some circles, you are God. God is within you. This God is a pathway to you to find him through you, it through you, her through you, the entity through you, right? So there's a balance. There's a balance, okay? You becoming the God of your reality. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation, okay? So cords are being cut, so some type of cord cutting ritual, all right? The unhealthy situation was you feeling that you're stuck. Get out of it. 444 and 1111 on the timer as I say this. So 11, 11, 11. 11 representing the balance, okay? So doubly... So a mirrored effect of new beginnings. So internally, externally, all around you, you change those thoughts, you empower the vision that you want to see yourself in, and it has no point, no other point but to be your strength. Okay, that's it. That's the wrap, yeah. Okay, something highly significant. So there may be something that populates on the news or television. You may have seen yourself in news and or television on different timelines. You may have been tapping into electromagnetic gifts of psychic telepathy as well, being able to change, a television channel with your eyes, being able to adapt into new new capacities and cavities. So something about oral, again, right? So some type of cavity or orifice in the body. Okay, but something about so this may be related to death, some type of sneak attack, some type of hidden plan, some type of nefarious moon energy from a non balanced perspective, some type of attack that was being sent to you. So some type of hole as well in your energy, your auric field. Okay, and wherever you feel this pain in your body, if you have any pain in your body, I did scratch my back earlier, so something about back pain. This may be where you're holding some type of heavy or dense emotion that is not allowing you to move forward. Mm, okay, so you may be itching to take action. I'm picking up as well. You may be wanting or being, if a frog jump, nigga, jump, jump. If you want to jump, jump. If you're feeling froggy, jump. That's the energy. Something trying to initiate you or antagonize you into responding how they would like you to respond, essentially. Okay? Blocked or shifting energy. Okay, so something that you may have been unconsciously carrying, you're recognizing that and releasing it. Something that you were consciously carrying, unconsciously carrying, has become conscious and you're recognizing that now. Okay, so this is, yeah, relating to your yin energy, so the unseen realm. Okay. Okay, so take confident action, release old burdens. Your spiritual allies have your back. Okay. All right, tribe. So that is going to be the reading for now. I'm so happy to see us glowing, glowing, growing, right? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out the other platforms. Check out the ebook, okay? Check out the shorts. If you're not watching this on YouTube, go over to YouTube, check it out. Take a minute to watch the videos. If you want quick confirmations, go ahead and check the shorts. But for now, Anak Amun, abracadabra, as above, so below, as in... so mote be, okay? All right, see you soon, tribe.